Hello, this is The Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Faith Katai. Enterprise development is key for economic transformation and job creation. It is from such an understanding that the government of the Republic of Zambia has made consistent efforts to encourage citizens to venture into small and medium-sized enterprises in order to diversify and attract investment into the various sectors of the economy. And so The Entrepreneur is a program designed to highlight individual entrepreneurs and how they have thrived in their businesses. On today's edition of The Entrepreneur, we are heading to Garden House, where we will be talking to Michael Kaniki, an entrepreneur who has made strides in his manufacturing business of various leather products. Come with me.
Hello.
This is Faith Katai from Zanis. Is this Michael?
Yes, this is Michael Kaniki.
Okay, we are on our way coming to Garden House.
Okay, great. Fine, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
We are finally here in Garden House area to interview Michael Kaniki. Michael, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Madam Faith.
To start with, explain to us briefly, who is Michael?
Well, my name is Michael Kaniki. I'm a father, I've got a son, and an entrepreneur. By profession, I'm an electrical engineer. I did my electrical engineering in Russia, Tambov University. After coming back from school, came back here, worked for a number of companies, worked for Topstar as a network operations center at the ZNBC. After that, I went to EML, that's electrical maintenance of Lusaka, worked as an electrical engineer. Then later on, after my, my contract finished, I had nothing to do. I started selling clothes and shoes. So from there, that's where my idea of making shoes and these other things popped up. I discovered that every time I ordered for something, for clothes, they never used to come as I expected them. So I thought to myself, why not create something that I myself will be confident in and know that this is genuine product I'm giving to the people. Yes, so that's about me, and I'm here in Garden House in this location because I feel like I need to be with my people. Yes.
So when did you start this business?
So this business has been running for less than a year, 2 years, sorry, less than 2 years, and we are currently with one friend of mine who's working as an employee. Yes.
So what really inspired you to start this business?
My inspiration comes from a lot of places. As I mentioned earlier, each and every time I ordered something online or from other countries, let's say I order something from China, they used to come not as I expected them to be. They would say I'm getting a genuine leather product, but in actual sense, it won't be genuine leather. When it comes here, it will be a different product, and I wasn't happy with that. After seeing that, I discovered, no, I can make this thing myself. I started making shoes for casual people, or casual wear, but then I discovered that school shoes are needed more for people around. After discovering that, I started making my own school shoes. After school shoes, I discovered that there are industries around me, and I need to break that market too, into that market. I started making safety boots too. So that's how the ideas keep on coming as I'm working.
So for 2 years you've been in this business. Has it changed or improved your livelihood?
Definitely. I don't think I would have kept my family well if I wasn't doing this business. I wouldn't have had a plot or maybe a building which we are in progress. I wouldn't have had the courage to even tell someone that I'm doing something, because it's helped me emotionally. You get confident when you approach someone when you're doing something, and like doing nothing. It's done a lot of things for me. Yes.
Are you able to mention some of those things?
Well, I'm able to buy fuel for my vehicle. I have managed to supply a number of things to different people through the same business, and it's helping me bit by bit. You can see that.
So how are you managing to separate your capital and profit to grow your business?
Oh, nice question. The profit and the capital. Every time I make a sale from my products, I usually get the capital out of that money, the gross money I've received. Then the remainder, which is obviously the profit, is supposed to be shared in half, and after getting same profit from another product I've sold, I couple those two to make another product. So those two pairs of shoes will create a pair of shoes, and the other half that remained is the profit that I use to survive on with my family. Each and every time I sell product.
Wonderful. So as an entrepreneur, I'm sure you need to have some skills of customer care.
Mm-hmm.
So for our viewers who are watching this program, what advice or how would you help them, those who are interested to venture into small businesses like you are doing, in terms of customer care?
Okay. Customer is number one. Customer is the key value of any business. The customer will come in our shop, and that person or that customer will live as a client and as a friend, as a family member. Each and every time they come in here, you're supposed to understand that that person is supposed to live with a smile. That person is supposed to be proud of what they want or what they came for here. If a customer comes in our workshop and says, I need this certain type of shoe, obviously I have to be frank with them and tell them this shoe of yours will be ready on this and this certain date, and I have to make sure that this shoe is supposed to be ready then. Each and every time a customer comes for repairs, let's take for instance, and you've got a consignment with another client, you explain to that customer, tell them, no, right now I won't be able to work on your pair, but it will be worked on this date. Most of them do understand that they are just still like humans just like us most of the time. So they basically understand, and they see that, okay, this person is genuinely not holding me back, but telling me what is happening. So customer is number one and the key to every business. We love customers and we always want them to live as family each and every time.
That's great. So in terms of challenges, have you faced any challenges in your business?
Definitely. As an entrepreneur, the road is not as smooth as everyone portrays it to be. They'll tell you have a tag name CEO, but that's not how it is in this world. There are times when it gets really lonely, and there are times when you don't have anything really in your pocket, and someone knowing you as an entrepreneur, they will think you've got money with you each and every time. No, truth is, as an entrepreneur, be ready to stand by yourself. There are times when you want to move with people, but people are not willing to move with you. Those are some of the challenges you find. Yeah, let's take for instance, in my business, there's the moment I needed a lot of people to work with. The orders were coming through, and I had no one to support me, to hold me back, because my business is more of supply and demand. If people demand, I need to fulfill that demand. And you find that you take someone from the streets, teach them how to do that skill, after teaching them that skill, they later on leave. And you will ask yourself, why did that person leave? Then you start questioning. Sometimes you do not have the answer because the person just left from the blues. And it's these same things that have really made me realize that as an entrepreneur, you need to be flexible, talk to people, understand this area and this another area. There are a lot of areas that an entrepreneur needs to know. There's accounting, management, human resource. So there are a lot of problems that you face, and it's that understanding. That's why there's this school for different types of people. So you get to learn bits and bits of things that you never learned, you never knew out of these same problems. There are a lot of problems that an entrepreneur needs to face. Number one is sleepless nights. Sometimes you get to make shoes for a client who comes today and says, I'll need these shoes tomorrow. And you're looking at the money, you need that money. If you say, okay, fine, please, can I work on this for a day or two? And it means you have to burn all the nights, burn your candle oil, and just work tirelessly over that thing because you're alone, or maybe there are 2 of you. So there are a lot of hurdles. The other problem we face as entrepreneurs is finances. Financial problems are a big one because most of the capital is from that sector, the financial sector. If you do not have someone to lean on or to say, please help me with this, a lot of banks will ask you to provide a lot of paperwork, background checks, but as an SME, it's very hard. And you have to understand that in this business I'm going into, even the little coins you have will be your support, will be your bedrock. There are times when customers single-handed will come and say, no, I need 1 pair of shoes, and only maybe that coin that was in your pocket is what will work as capital. So it's the little things that you have that really work in that sector. Yes. So basically you can go on and on in many problems that we are facing. The other problem is beyond our control. Let's take for instance the power outages here. If I've got a power outage here, it means my production stops. And I've made a promise. Remember, when you make a promise to a client, you tell them I'll make this shoe and finish it at this period of time. Then that day you do not have power. You need to find a way of explaining that to a customer and a client. So there are a number of problems that we face that are beyond our control, and some are controllable, and you just face on, get hard on. The other problem is finding a better partner for yourself who understand that even if you go home without money, you are trying by all means to look for money. So it's a matter of finding a person who understands what you're into. I'm very lucky. My wife is very understanding. You find that there are times when the business that month isn't so well, and you go home and explain or tell them, no, there isn't anything that is working. I'm trying to push here and there. So I'm very sure people that want to be entrepreneurs should be ready for these minor problems or minor setbacks, but the main thing and the whole thing is that at the end we get what we want. The satisfaction and the motivation really comes through. A lot of people will give you motivation, they will help you through. Got a lot of clients or customers who came through. So you sat with them, you tell them, oh, this is what happens. Let's take for instance, I've got this man who came through, Mr. Aaron. He came and told me, very good, he motivated me, I can say. There are times when you sit and you do not have any client, and he tell you, don't worry, it's the start of things, and things are going to be good. So it's a step at a time. This is Michael Kaniki, CEO of Z Elegance. Keep watching The Entrepreneur on Zanis TV.
In case you have just tuned in, this is The Entrepreneur, and I'm talking to Michael Kaniki, who manufactures and designs shoes like the one I'm holding in my hand. Michael, so this shoe, how's the process of manufacturing this shoe?
Well, the process starts with us getting the material, that's leather itself. All our products are made out of genuine leather. So I'll take a basic shoe, and the basic shoe has got basic parts. That's a vamp, quarters, and the back. So what you have to do is design first what you want, and for us, in this case, we've got a safety boot. This is what turns into a safety boot. So this is the vamp part, this is the quarter, and this is the back. So I'll design these things together. After that, I'll have to attach and glue it together with the Bostik. I'm not so sure if you do know Bostik glue, yes. And then after that, I will have to put it on a mold, what we call a last. After we last this upper, we have to attach the sole now. After attaching the sole, that's when you now have that full type of shoe, exactly, which is this type.
Okay.
Yes.
This is nice. So in this business,
Yes.
have you empowered any people?
I've empowered some who have left, and right now I'm currently with my friend. I call him a friend because he's the only person I'm with most of the days, Mr. Paul. He just wrote his exams, and he's the person that is helping me do the work of cutting, sewing, and designing. Yes. So we've empowered a number of youths that are with us. Some are in the marketing sector. They're doing the marketing for us. Like right now, we've got a consignment that is from one of the marketing guys to help with the cholera problem. So these safety boots we are designing are for the cholera people who are helping to fight the cholera battle we're having right now.
Michael, where do you see yourself, the business, 5 years from now?
In 5 years from now, let me start with this year. This year I wish, and my greatest wish is for me to have an outlet in the CBD of Lusaka. Then in 5 years, I wish to have outlets in the provincial capitals of Zambia. And not only in Zambia, but we want our products to be on an international level. We want to be sending our products to other countries to see these shoes with our Zambian-made logo on it on the international market. We hope and trust that will be us 5 years from now. Yes.
We have youths in our country who are watching this program right now. What kind of advice would you give to them, those that believe that success only comes with a white-collar job? There are some who are still waiting after graduating from university, college. They are waiting for a white-collar job. What advice do you have to them?
The first advice, and I share this with all my teammates and the youths at large, we always have to use what we have to get what we want. And it's not always that we are going to be given something to start with. Use what you have to get what you want. It might be your talent, it might be something, a skill that you've learned from someone. Use that to get what you need. Don't sit dormantly and wait. Don't be too comfortable waiting for someone to give you handouts. We are youths, and we are the driving force of this nation. No one is going to drive this nation for us. You are the number ones.
We are coming to the end of the program. What are your closing remarks?
My closing remarks is, this nation is ours, and my prayer is that we get to help one another. We only thrive by lifting one another. No one ever made it by making himself. I wish and trust that the people that are in the governance or governing our country will be there to help and support us who are at the grass level as SMEs, and never to forget us because this is our country. This is where I can see us moving from one point to another.
Michael, thank you for making an appearance on The Entrepreneur.
No, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
We have come to the end of The Entrepreneur. On this edition, we featured Michael Kaniki, an entrepreneur who manufactures different leather products. This has been Faith Katai. Goodbye.